Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Into the Geekdom.
Yes, we are back.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now.
Episode 2, Royal Rumble special. I got to get the pink headphones this time
Yes, I see this.
because I was too lazy to get up and get the black ones.
Uh,
I am, of course, the Chef Mike, but today we have Yuri Yoko-san back on
The pop cat.
Hello.
The pop cat.
Hello.
because it's wrestling. We had to have Yuri on for wrestling.
He didn't pop yet.
I did.
It didn't. It didn't pick you up then.
Oh.
There we
Ah.
go. Much better, sir. Much
You
better.
know, when you make it your gimmick and it's hard to pull it off, it doesn't really help you.
It's hard sometimes, okay? Leave me alone.
How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Mike?
Good. I still have struggled with fatigue all the time ever since I had COVID. So I'm
Hmm.
just so exhausted all the time now, which is pretty shitty. But it might also
Okay.
be an iron deficiency. I don't know.
Maybe.
I accidentally almost unfollowed Dev too for a second there. Like, what the hell?
Wow. Wow, man. Wow.
I don't know. My mouse like hovered over the heart for whatever reason, and then I didn't notice it, and then I almost clicked on it by accident.
It's cool, man. I'm just
It's a good start, guys.
It's cool, man. I'm just using my channel for your podcast. That's cool. Go ahead and follow me.
Oh, no.
You've got like three
No,
other accounts that follow me.
no, it's only one other one.
All right.
I
So
think.
I don't know. I don't even know how many accounts you have.
Don't say it too loudly. Twitch might know.
Oh, WWE would know if we did a watch party in the Discord.
That's Yeti being too much of a stoner. I want him to tell me what algorithm they have to tell me that they can detect it through Discord when they don't even own Discord. And it's in private servers. They can't just walk in and go, "Ooh, look." That's the other thing too. They have to actually go in the server and see that we're doing it. Unless some asshole reports it in our Discord, they're not gonna know.
And even then, they're not gonna give a fuck.
No, no one cares. They do. I was like, Sally watches random stuff in her Discord all the time.
Hmm.
They do it all the time. No one cares. I see so many Discords that do watch parties. Lux did one literally with Sean that was in VR. So it's like fifth party already right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're not gonna know. I think people forget like these companies are run by 80-year-old people that don't barely know what the internet is.
Yeah.
They're not gonna know. How would they know? Like the old TikTok meme. How would they know?
They'll never know.
Where's the beef?
So, anyways, if we do a WrestleMania thing, we're probably gonna do it somewhere else because I don't want Yeti to be upset for the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
Even Zob was
Wow.
like, "But we can just like do it privately with the people that we know will watch it with us."
Mhm.
Just stream it straight to Twitch. The hell
Yeah, we'll
is
do it
that?
right. Yeah, he thought I meant like right to Twitch. I'm like, yeah, Yeti. I mean, stream a trademark product directly onto Twitch because I am that dumb.
I mean that's a whole nother topic on it for a whole nother podcast. But
The only thing you can do on Twitch, I discovered, is Amazon because it is an Amazon property. You can do Amazon products on there. Apparently, you can do that on Twitch now, but I haven't
Yeah.
figured out how that works yet. So, because you can set to watch party, and as long as it's Amazon Prime, you can do it.
But-
Which I was like, okay. How does that help you at all? But okay.
don't know.
So it's War Rumble season. It's one of my favorite Big Four pay-per-views. I don't know about you guys.
It's okay. Depends on how the matches go.
Right.
What would you say is like your favorite War Rumble? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them at this point, except for maybe a couple of the first ones.
I was gonna say like having had WWE Network, the OG first one.
You like the first one?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Like, you know me, I've always been about the old school.
I mean, and you are old, so that works too. So for you, it's like modern school.
I ain't that old, motherfucker.
Like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Mike's just
How
giving
about,
me
how
all.
about you,
Mike
Yuri?
is just giving me all sorts of shit tonight.
I don't know why.
ready.
I don't know why. I
Like
have no idea.
Mike's got his fucking bitch pants on.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I wore them. What kind are they? Oh, they're Stewie Griffin ones. That's why.
Ah,
Ah, so what you're saying is you are being a bitch boy.
Wow. Dev sounds a little perturbed.
Anyways, Yuri, what's your WrestleMania?
For Rumble,
Royal Rumble,
The-
WrestleMania,
we're
same
not at
difference.
Mania yet. That's in a few months still.
Same difference.
the 06, where Rey Mysterio won it.
Ah,
I just like him as the ultimate underdog, and he really defined the odds of winning the whole thing.
I was gonna say went pillar to post.
that's true. He did. The only one they ever mention ever again.
Yeah. I mean,
people won from first, like Rey Mysterio and other people in the past, and then that's all they talk about.
like you
'Cause
gotta,
it has been done
you
twice.
do have to have serious endurance to do this stuff.
Oh yeah, like Kurt Mysterio probably couldn't do it because it'd be a lot. It's at least an hour, and not many people can do an hour-long match.
No.
Even Roman couldn't really do it. That's why they had that's why they babied him for a lot of Royal Rumbles
Yep.
Mhm.
because they know he can't. Like an hour is hard for anyone to do with any good cardio.
Or that's
Right.
why they have, when Brock Lesnar came out, he came out
Yeah,
later on. He came out later on, and did his whole beast incarnate. Just started.
Beast
Throw,
incarnate. I like that. Beast incarnate.
well, think about it. How many men did he eliminate in in a span
That's
of like
true.
15 seconds? 2
That's
minutes.
true. I also
Mhm.
like the Sermon on the Mount CM Punk one where he just kept eliminating people and just kept talking the whole time.
Yeah.
Where he controlled the entire thing. That was a good one. But my favorite one is the one where Cena and Batista were both not supposed to land at the same time. But it was an epic moment. It looked so like it was planned. Right down to Vince coming out and blowing both his quads to scald them.
Jeez.
And it was such a good Rumble too, where Batista eventually won. One of my favorites, and I think the other one is probably, probably 2000 when The Rock won, the Madison Square Garden. I think those are the two that I like the most.
All right.
It was like towards the end of peak Rock.
Now, as far as funny moments from the Rumble, you can't talk about it without mentioning the great trip of Titus O'Neil.
World Slide, baby.
Who
Or
knows
the
gonna be there?
or the beautiful selling of Paul London getting clotheslined to hell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or
Oversells it.
let's see, I forget who holds the records for shortest time. Isn't it Santino Marella?
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I wasn't
He
ready.
wasn't ready.
I'm glad he's back in Impact too as like
my-
the director of Authority.
Yes. Yo. Okay. So
Cancel the elephants. Cancel the elephants.
no. I want to just put up. I want to put a quick pause.
Uh huh.
Okay. Last Tuesday, the wrestling world lost one of the greatest tag team wrestlers ever,
Yes.
Jay Briscoe. We definitely send condolences to his family and friends.
Yeah, it's such a tragic news too. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
Like
a typical wrestling death. This is like out of nowhere.
it was a freaking
You know.
car accident.
You know what the weirdest coincidence of that too is that he and Brody Lee both had their final match as a dog collar match.
Yep.
with
And
FTR, which who like if you're a tag team guy, what better way to go out though with FTR?
right,
Like the team that makes you look good
and
every time.
like when so it's a known fact that Jay, back in his youth, made comments that he got a lot of heat for
Yeah, let's just say
over the year.
he's from a part of the world that believes
I'm
in the
not.
Confederacy.
I'm not. I wasn't gonna
Uh,
say. I wasn't gonna say anything else. I was just gonna say,
yeah,
he's apologized profusely. He's definitely shown he's changed.
yeah,
But
and then they did,
TNT,
he did put part of it as part of his gimmick, but it was just part of a gimmick. It wasn't
yeah.
who Jay Briscoe was.
No.
It's the character he was playing.
Anyways, after Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor, TNT supposedly, according to sources and rumors and all that, were not ever going to let the Briscoes on TV.
No, unless it was on Honor Club on online only.
Well, last night, Mark Briscoe went up against Jay Lethal.
Yep, saw that match.
Great match.
It was, it was such a great match.
Yeah, it was.
You could tell the emotion on Jay Lethal and Mark the whole time.
Oh yeah, like
you got all the Ring of Honor guys coming out to honor him afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I even saw a tear in Samoa Joe's eye, which you don't see too often.
no, like there were
That's,
a lot.
that's how much Jay Briscoe meant to them.
Let's face it, Jay put a lot of them on the map.
Yeah, even guys as far back as Bryan Danielson and CM Punk.
Yep.
Seth Rollins even said on Twitter that he wouldn't be Tyler Black without Jay Briscoe.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Ring of Honor is where a lot of these guys got their starts. And
Yes.
Jay Briscoe was pretty much with the company his whole career.
The Briscoes are probably the greatest tag team to never be a part of WWE.
Yeah.
They're probably the greatest one.
I definitely agree with that. So
And it's kind of surprising considering like Triple H never even picked them up for NXT, but I think it's because they got paid way more to never go.
yeah, like that.
They debuted at 17 on Impact.
Yep.
Like,
They never wanted to go to WWE, honestly.
Doesn't fit their style.
It's that's just it. Like, if ECW was still around.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
They'd be the greatest CCW tag team ever.
Yeah. But like, they were all about helping the younger guys and put them over and whatnot.
And the real shame is too, if Khan was allowed to put them on TV, they could have been a pillar to build the tag team in the early days.
Yeah.
With the FTR and the Elite, because those guys have been going at it for decades now.
Oh hell yeah! Like,
and they know how to work. They know how it gets done.
Yep. But definitely, it is a tragic loss.
And if you want to support his family, AEW does have T-shirts that all go to his family.
Yep.
Every penny goes to his family. If you want to support that, you can.
And
on AEWshop.com, they have that.
It could have been a lot worse of an accident.
Luckily, his daughters seem to be
I was
okay
gonna say
now.
his daughters were in the car when it happened.
Yeah.
And so it could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah.
So
they could have lost the whole family, which would have been really awful.
Yeah. So thankfully the girls are doing better, as AEW reported.
Yeah.
So.
And I will also state too that hopefully we have better news for Steve McMichael as well, but it looks like he's turning for the worse these days. So if people don't know, Steve McMichael was on WCW for years. Mongo McMichael, big friend. He was a big fan of WCW, especially the Four Horsemen, and one of his best friends was Bobby Heenan. And I know that the old WCW guys like DDP have been by his side ever since he got ALS. I believe it was ALS that he got. And It's not looking good for him either. So it'd be a real shame to see that happen to him.
Yeah.
But they say it's brain damage from his football days, which is not a surprise.
No.
And he's gonna donate his brain afterwards. So, it's just been a weird year, weird couple of years for wrestling deaths. You know, it's not the typical stories. It's just tragedies now instead.
Right.
Brody Lee
yeah.
was super sudden.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's
Scott Hall was fine and then he wasn't. You know, it's just been sad.
Yeah, like, yeah, it takes a toll on the body and whatnot, but when it's tragic things like this and just so sudden.
Yeah. So we can now move on until we got past that part.
Yep.
Be a bit more positive now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Speaking of positive, do we think Kofi's gonna have an amazing save in the Rumble?
That's
I
a
mean,
possibility.
he botched it last year, unfortunately.
He did.
Mm.
I hope he does. I'm not sure what he would come up with.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what's gonna be this time?
I was gonna say, like, that's the thing. Like,
Omos catches him and just chucks him back in.
No,
Just like a lawn dart, just throws him back in.
no. See, because he's got that little feud going with who the hell was it that, like,
Pretty deadly.
was it? No. They had a match where they literally threw each other out of the ring, and he ended up doing a handstand.
Oh, I don't know.
I want to say Delgado there.
Oh, man, I don't know.
You
You're
don't
the one
watch
that knows
I was
these
gonna
weird
say
shit.
you don't watch NXT.
Not since they changed the entire thing of it, no.
Yeah.
And now they're putting old guys back on there, which doesn't make any sense. But what do I know?
Why? Yeah. No. Why?
Triple H is gonna make some weird mistakes, and to me, sending all people back there is just a weird choice to do that. I think it's because the roster was so trimmed because of McMahon, but you literally could have taken all those UK guys and offered them positions there instead of firing them all. I don't know. All except for a couple like Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
Also, how about Katana Chance? She's also been good at doing that shit.
Yeah, this is true.
Because of her gymnast background.
Yeah,
I wonder if she's gonna do one too.
it's possible.
I feel like it's old hat once Kofi started doing it though.
Well, again, like I said, how many unique ways can you do the save?
Yeah, I think when he's got like Xavier Woods with him, they're gonna find a way because Xavier Woods is gonna find some weird, obscure ways to help him. Like Kofi, jump on this.
Right? Like that old commercial where he's like jumping on freaking pancakes or something.
Yeah.
Well, they did recently bring back the trampoline for scripts, so maybe Kofi lands on a trampoline.
God.
Did you guys see the scripts finisher? It's like off a trampoline over the top rope into a cutter.
Yeah,
It's so ridiculously overdone. Like, people think AEW is overdone. Holy shit, is that overdone?
Mm-mm.
When is he ever going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
You can't just do that move.
I mean, the cutter in general is overdone.
But the fact that he does it from like a trampoline over the top rope, and the person has to be like at least in the second rope for him to catch it.
Yeah.
He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get seriously hurt doing that.
He's gonna get hurt, or he's gonna seriously injure who he's doing it to.
Yeah, and it's just overdone. Scripps is great. All right, I was showing Yeti and Zod, and Zod was like, his mask doesn't even fit. I'm like, his mask is oversized. You're right. The mask is way bigger than Reggie's face. You can't even see out of it.
Yeah.
I never realized it. So I can't wait for his call up. Who do you guys think will be the surprise entrance? We'll get to that. We're gonna do the best surprise entrance, like ones that people didn't think were gonna happen that year. 2008 John Cena, when he came back from an injury that was supposed to take him a year off. He was only gone for 3 months because he's fucking inhuman.
Yeah.
And then he won.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
The reaction too.
I think the real question becomes, how many of these old guys are they going to use to fill?
Ooh.
See, Yeti said he saw a report of like they plan on doing quite a few new ones or call ups too that Triple H hasn't announced yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Because I think he wants to use the opportunity to like grow his version finally, you know. But he's gonna have some of his old friends in there. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm guessing around 5. Look, I'm just saying it. 5, at least 5 people, 5 old people.
Yeah.
The 2020 Edge, which was amazing that he even ever came back. Did not think he ever would.
Mm-hmm.
2016 AJ Styles, which to me was big because I was an Impact fan. I was like, AJ will never go there. And then he did. Too bad I got ruined by Roman Reigns' face the entire time. Instead of just showing the video.
Right.
Because we heard the music, but it cut to Roman's reaction. And Roman had like a dead reaction because he had no idea who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Booker T 2011 at the Boston TD Garden. Was a good one. Oh, Karma in 2012 when Awesome Kong debuted.
Oh God.
Now it's too bad they really botched her though.
They did. They. Oh.
I feel bad because her career just went off a real cliff after that.
Yeah, it did.
She was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She was a badass at Impact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She even trimmed down and got even stronger, and she trained the ladies on that Glow show too.
Yep.
Even starred in the show.
Yeah.
But nope.
Jeez.
The Three Faces of Foley in 1998.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's a good one. I like that. He just kept coming back out.
All right. What about celebrities?
The celebrity ones. Let's see. Obviously Drew Carey coming out and trying to pay Kane to not get chokeslammed over the top. Let's see. I had a list somewhere. Where the fuck happened to it now?
Oh my! You know what? We were talking about this before we went live. About Royal Rumbles and great moments.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville was actually a fun one too.
I just thought of one.
Okay.
Beth Phoenix eliminating the Great Khali
With a kiss.
with the kiss.
Yes. That is good too. Michael Che and Cullen Jost just getting thrown out by Braun Strowman like rag dolls.
Yep.
Yay.
Old school one for you, Deb. William Refrigerator Perry appeared in one.
Yep.
Shaquille O'Neal, which unfortunately led to nowhere, which is upsetting.
Yeah, but that just means that Shaquille O'Neal has actually been on 2 wrestling promotions as a wrestler.
That's true. That's true. He also might still fight him on AEW.
Yeah.
There's a few that I'm missing that are like even legends that are randomly appearing that were fun. Oh, Sky Too Hottie coming back after like 15 years was fun a couple of years ago.
That was
He still looked pretty good too.
Yeah.
But he's been retired for so long.
Sorry if you're in the background.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the ones I could think of right now. I can't find the list I had, which is unfortunate. I think I accidentally closed it and I lost it. Oops. Oh yeah, Diesel in 2011 because it was like 10 years before he was in the last one,
Right.
or 15 years since he did Diesel when he came out. Too bad a couple years later he ruined the CM Punk feud, but still. So now we'll get to the actual card though. We got 2 Rumble matches and 3 matches that are actually announced, and 1 we don't know is actually coming up. 2 that might be coming, but we don't know.
Let's start with the throwaway.
Which one's the throwaway, Dev?
Personally, I feel like the pitch black match is only doing it because, you know, Mountain Dew friggin' wanted that advertisement.
I mean, they could make it fun.
They can make it fun, but I feel like it's, if they're trying to make Bray Wyatt into the next Undertaker, like it seems, especially after that moment at Raw 30, where a lot of people are speculating that what Undertaker whispered, or at least part of it, was that darkness is forever, then you can't be like, sure, give him a gimmick match. That's fine. But not one that you're only going to run once.
Yeah, this match also is like, it was kind of a weird build in a way, but I understand it's because LA Knight's a friend of Bray Wyatt's. That's why they wanted to do it.
That's fine, but bill it as, you know, a pitch black match, not Mountain Dew pitch black match.
Does that mean he's gonna hit LA Knight with Mountain Dew?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
is Mountain Dew gonna be glow in the dark around the ring?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is the audience gonna suddenly have a bunch of bottles of Mountain Dew?
They fucking should.
Look, free Mountain Dew, and for no reason.
They should, man. It might actually glow too. Like, I haven't tried it, but I feel like Mountain Dew actually does glow.
It can be made to glow under the right circumstances.
Ah, see, there you go. There you go. Let's do it.
The baking soda?
Nope. We don't want people to die in the audience.
No, I'm saying, like, baking. If you mix it with baking soda, it, like, chemical reaction that causes it to, you know, go more.
Well, they should give people Mentos and Mountain Dew for free and see what happens.
Oh my gosh!
You'll have those idiots that just pour them all in the bottle.
You know, I've never done that.
And make an entire mess.
Having frustrated people and want to be a fight in the crowds, but hey.
I mean, you know, it's the Alamo Dome. They don't need much help to get into a fight. It's already full of disgruntled Cowboys fans, so.
Oh.
All right, everybody. So that's the podcast for the night. Yeah, y'all have a good night.
I knew the Americans would be like, "What the fuck?" So who do you think wins? I think it has to be Bray Wyatt, right? Like, it has to be Bray Wyatt wins this one.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Especially after Monday night, when Taker basically put him over.
Yeah.
Like,
I half expected Kane to come out instead.
Like, when you have somebody of Undertaker's caliber literally pass you a wrestler instead of hitting his own finisher, that, to me, that is as good as passing the torch.
And he came out as Mark Calloway instead of... He
came out as the American Badass.
Yes, right. Which is closer to who Mark Calloway actually is.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, despite certain people not liking, you know, Undertaker or American Badass, when that music hit I fucking lost it.
Yeah,
It'd be,
I did
it'd be,
too.
the worst part, I feel like, to me, it would have been ruined if it was roll. It would have been ruined at that point. Like,
Like, yeah,
it
sure.
wasn't that part of the song, which is good.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it had been so long since we've seen that version of him. So
Even if I know there's people out there that don't like that version of him.
it's definitely his worst gimmick, but like
Not looking at anybody in particular.
It's his worst gimmick. I'm sorry, but it is.
It's really not though.
It is because it also was a sign of Undertaker was really older and slower at that time. He was out of shape at the time, which he would admit that he was.
Yes, but if he...
It was his worst gimmick. All right, I'm sorry. For non-American badass people who are not American, that was a bad gimmick.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, only Americans liked it.
I was gonna say you're not badass enough.
No, I'm not.
I wasn't
I'm not
even
America,
gonna take. I'm
not even America. Fuck yeah, enough for it. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I wasn't even gonna go there. So
I wasn't like America. Fuck yeah, enough for it. So.
Oh Lord.
Plus, it looks like Undertaker has a hard time driving his own bikes these days, unfortunately.
when you get to be his age, okay. But
He's not 80. He's just his body is 80
I was
years
gonna
old.
say, if you ever go through half the shit he's gone through, let's see how well you ride a bike.
I mean, I don't want to ride one, period. So I like my life too much to risk it that. Like, well, I don't. I like it. I'm indifferent. All right, but not indifferent enough to ride a bike.
All right. He wasn't wearing a red jacket with a freaking funny hat.
He should have.
Mike was probably a fan of the Mountie.
No. Just because he's Canadian doesn't mean it was good. No. The Mountie wasn't good.
Tom said he wasn't carrying jugs of maple syrup. That's why you don't like it.
Oh, yeah. And Charlotte Flair doesn't suck you off. That's why you hate her.
Oh,
okay. No.
Oh, sorry. What did he say on Yeti's channel? Oh, she wooed my woo. She wooed my woo. I think it was, or something like that. And Yeti and I were like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" She wooed my woo. It's the most reasonable excuse I've gotten so far is that she wooed my wooed. So. Next is like I guess the rumored match of like Ronda Rousey versus Sonya Deville, which I mean, not Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair. Might as well be the same thing. The same result would happen. Charlotte Flair versus Sonya Deville.
Squash match. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If it happens, it's gonna be the freaking pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Charlotte Flair does pre-show. If anything, it'll be on SmackDown tomorrow. Charlotte Flair don't do no pre-show.
Fair enough.
If I'm Charlotte Flair, I'd be like, I ain't doing no fucking pre-show. I'm Charlotte goddamn Flair. I just beat Ronda Rousey in seconds.
Charlotte's like, I am the show. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I feel like it's probably gonna be on SmackDown. Who knows though?
Yeah.
And then the other one you guys were talking about was Brock Lesnar and Lashley again.
So I kind of looked. I said there's speculation that there's supposed to be like Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. But I guess what happened on Raw 30, of Brock Lesnar coming back and costing Bobby Lashley the United States title yet again, I guess.
I could see it more so happening in the actual Royal Rumble match where he throws Lashley out. Where even when he's not in the match, like Lesnar just comes out and takes him out.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that being a more realistic setup because I don't think they should run the match again right now.
It's hitting that point where that match is overdone.
Yeah.
It isn't. It isn't. I didn't mind the finish they had. I think it was the Saudi Arabian show where Lesnar was stunned because it was like a weird pinfall because it was like Lashley collapsed and didn't actually pin him, just like fell asleep basically on him.
Yeah.
And that was a good way of doing it. And then Brock was just sitting home for a while. I think they're stewing on it too long, but it might just end up being a throwaway WrestleMania match. So, which isn't the worst thing to do for Lesnar,
Mm-hmm.
because his name will still carry some weight on the card for WrestleMania.
Right.
But the other actual matches, Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss for the championship, for the Raw Women's Championship. What do you guys think? How do you see this playing out?
Belair's been doing too good as champion for them to switch.
Yeah.
I think Uncle Howdy's going to cost Bianca this title and help Alexa.
No. That's just it. I think Bianca...
Or Alexa finally turns like rage and gets herself disqualified even. That could work too.
No. Belair's going to win it, and that's going to be the final straw. That drives Alexa back into the darkness.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah.
Think about it. Hey, look, I won the title. Cheer, cheer, cheer. Not, oh crap, I lost. You know, pushed over the edge.
Yeah, I think something else is going to come into play in that match, I think, for sure.
Yeah, there has to be.
But something's going to trigger something in Alexa, because I could see a weird DQ finish after a good match, like Alexa just snapping and getting herself in trouble.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen at that match, because otherwise I don't really see how it's going to play out with Alexa and Bianca.
So Bianca wins by either pinfall or disqualification?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the best way to play it out, because you got to let the Alexa thing grow organically, too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like...
Or like Bray, or Bray comes out and tries to scare Bianca or some shit. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
See, I don't think Uncle Howdy is going to show up.
No.
If he does, it's Bray Wyatt.
I was going to say, if anything, he's going to cost Wyatt the match.
Which I hope not, because he doesn't need a loss again.
No.
I'm tired of him losing. It's so stupid.
Yep. Agreed.
It ruins the mystique. It's like when you took the mask away from Kane because he kept losing. And then they brought him back and they had him keep losing again. It just slowly ruins the mystique of Kane. That's kind of what ruined a lot of his legacy, is the fact that he kept losing these major feuds.
Right.
No, what ruined his legacy is he kept wrestling far past when he should have.
Well, what's actually ruining his legacy is his tweets, being a mayor of a city. But still, in terms of his wrestling, yeah, he wrestled way too long as well, which didn't help him.
And then matches like the Saudi Arabia match, where it was him and Undertaker versus DX.
God. Where Shawn Michaels is the fittest one of the bunch.
Uh-huh. Where
I think he's older than them. I think he's also the oldest one.
Where, you know...
That's a sad sight when Shawn Michaels is the fittest one in the room, and he's older than them.
Yeah. I mean, although the whole them being older thing was a nice little touch, you know, at Raw 30.
Yeah, you know what? That was way more fun.
That was a funny segment.
Dragged on too long, but the fact that they all looked old and were like, dude, we're too old for this shit.
But I was cracking up with Kurt Angle.
I have an idea, guys.
No, he pulls the shirt off, has the DX shirt. Guys, I have an idea. Pulls the shirt off, has the freaking ref on.
The funniest part is the opening where it's like he comes out trying to do the chops, and then they start setting up the Billy Gunn one, and they look at like, what are you doing here, Kurt?
You were like, Kurt?
They had no idea he was there with them. Like,
Yeah.
It's so funny. He's supposed to fill in the Billy Gunn slot. It was really
I want to
funny.
be part of the X.
It's just sad that the only thing that was negative about that show was the women's matches were just not taken care of.
No.
Like that cage match is bullshit.
All because fucking Bloodline.
Well, you could say that, but they also didn't need to do the Sonya Deville shit. They also could have cut down the DX shit. They also could have not had certain things happen. It's a 3-hour show. You could have just had it there.
Right.
You also could have just opened the show with that and then have the Sammy trial at the end of the night, which would have been more fun too.
Right.
Because if it goes over, at least people are like engrossed with the segment. Because it was a good segment.
Mm.
And they also have to rewrite it on the fly because that was not the original segment. The original segment was supposed to be all the other NOI members coming out confronting Roman.
Right.
But they all couldn't make it because 2 of them, I think, couldn't travel, and Rikishi just couldn't make it last minute. So they couldn't bring out Rikishi and the Wild Samoans, which they were supposed to do.
Yep.
And then The Rock is obviously still finishing stuff too. So they have 4 people that couldn't come to the show.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for running over on that because they had to write it last minute. And I think it was Paul Heyman being Paul Heyman that made it go too long.
Yeah.
If anything, Paul Heyman dragged out his bullshit way too long.
I mean, it's Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he's a little bit long-winded.
Like,
Oh yeah.
whenever
When he gets going.
you know that they write extra time for Paul Heyman.
Yeah, because he's quite long-winded.
Well, you know, your tribal chief. It takes him like 20 minutes just to say that.
It's on it. Like at least Roman Reigns got to the chase, like acknowledge me, and then sat down. Like he got to the chase. He didn't waste fucking time.
Yeah.
And I do like the story of Jay being the one standing up for Sammy and not Jimmy.
Well, again, it like Jimmy said, like, I doubted you from the start.
But then he had footage, just like, but you showed that you're one of our brothers. I love you like a brother, man, like an Uso. And then the crowd, Sammy Uso. So like the segment needed to be in there. The DX stuff, unfortunately, did not need to be in there. As funny as it was, if you're gonna promote a cage match, do the fucking cage match, guys. Just do it. Like,
yeah, don't completely change the plan.
Or like the Baron Corbin shit didn't need to be on there because it wasn't funny.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It was just It was a waste of a Lunder Blaze. Like if anything, have a Lunder Blaze come out as like a guest commentary for the women's match, if anything. Like, there's so many things they could have done better with that, but I think that the rewrite it last minute kind of screwed Triple H up a little bit.
It definitely did.
I mean, he even made the joke, "Hey, God, this booking shit is hard. All right."
If only there was somebody who could, you know, come out here and make this official.
Teddy Long, that was good.
Out.
And of course, it is the tag team match, and they're all laughing in the ring at him because they know that's what he's known for. It's a tag team match, playa, and everyone starts laughing in the ring.
Holla holla.
Teddy Long still looks good, man.
Yeah, he does.
He's like 70 years old.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go right to the other Rumble match. Well, first Rumble match first, then. We'll do the men's Rumble match because there seemed to be a bit more announced for that in terms of competitors. The women's one's a complete unknown.
Right.
So right now we only have Kofi, Santos, Ricochet, Theory, Rollins, Lashley, Baron Corbin, Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio. Gunther, Cody Rhodes, obviously. Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun, and Karrion Kross. So the only ones announced.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to debut on this night? Because Triple H said there's going to be some debuts that you won't see coming.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's what teased me. I'm like, he said there's going to be debuts that no one sees coming. Ooh.
Or even celebrities.
Yeah, because he's got some friends in the celebrity world, so.
Well, I mean, like you had said at the beginning, like before we started again, you know, the new game's coming out. Bad Bunny is in the new game.
he might come out for a throwaway competitor.
Yeah.
Um, it's not gonna be. I know some people are saying Logan Paul, but the knee injury is like a year long. It's a year long process.
Yep.
Yeah.
As much heat as that would get, he's not ready. There's no way he would be.
I feel. I feel like Edge.
Edge comes back that night, yeah, because he's been out for a while.
Yep. As well as.
In terms of Triple H guys, though, I'm trying to think, who's a Triple H guy that could come out? That's like not already AEW property.
Again, Lesnar.
Unless he's opening a door with Tony Khan.
Like, see,
to bring back some of his guys.
Honestly, like, that's what I'm really seriously hoping happens.
Because, like, they already hinted at it when they showed the footage of they've showed a lot of Jericho footage.
They have. Oh my god, could you imagine?
I think it'd be funny that
freaking
Ocho Chris Jericho comes out.
Judas.
That crowd gets so loud for Judas.
Also, Hannah, Bray has his own match that night, so.
Yes, he's gonna be in the pitch black match. And he's not the kind of guy who's got the best conditioning for 2 matches. He's more of a character guy at this point in his career. So, I'm trying to think who else could be like possible. I could see like EC3 because he's friends with Triple H and Braun and all them.
Please no.
But Matt Cardona possible because he's free agent.
Yeah,
that is a possibility.
Can you imagine a big chiseled Zack Ryder coming out? Because he's bigger now, too.
He really is. All these guys that freaking went with Strowman when he made his company that lasted like 2 months.
Hey, man, he says that indie wrestling sucks, even though he tried to do an indie promotion, so... I mean, Braun's never been accused of being smart. No one's ever said Braun Strowman's a genius.
Nope.
There's also the rumor that AOP is coming back too.
Oh my god.
Which I think under Triple H it would be better because NXT AOP was cool.
Yeah.
Who would you guys want to see come back? Even if it's like an old dude, just throw him in there once to see what he can do.
Oh man. So I don't know where he is, even if he still wrestles. But back in Impact and the days of like when it was way back in the day. There was basically, I can't even think of his name now, but he was basically like, could take a hit and just keep going and going and going.
Oh.
And he was literally just like letters for name.
Oh my god, that's gonna bother me too.
Do you even know who I'm talking about? He just came out and had like this scar across his eye.
Oh my god,
and the blue outfit.
Oh.
It's on the tip of Yuri's tongue too.
Oh my god.
No. Like no.
Hold on, I gotta.
The other possibilities are for the men's one. Is like Road Dogg, who's still technically an active competitor.
Yeah.
And X-Pac, since they're kind of hanging around there right now. They're both still technically active wrestlers, even though they're old. Man, who else? There's so many.
There really are.
Because you get to think of the guys of Triple H and not McMahon, which makes it different to think about. But a lot of the guys Triple H knew are also dead now, which is the unfortunate part.
Okay, so I didn't find the guy, but I found one that would be interesting to see, like,
Sammy will be in this match too, I think.
premiere at any pay-per-view or even just any WrestleMania.
Okay.
PCO. That's the one I was thinking of.
That's it, Pierre Carl Ouellet.
Yes.
Yeah, because he used to
yeah.
But dude,
because he used to be a Quebecer. He could come out as like his old Quebecer gimmick even.
yep. But
That'd be kinda cool to see.
Imagine Moose.
Moose is possible.
Coming out-
I think he's a free agent now too.
He is. Comes out, sides with Omos and MVP as the next Lashley of the group.
Oh.
That's true because they do have a relationship with Impact entirely now because Mickey James helping open that door.
Yep.
Mickey could
Yeah.
even appear as the champion again.
I'll tell you what. As far as the women go, I'd love to see frickin' Rosemary.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Man, who would you want to see, Yuri? Who would you want to see that could possibly, even just for one night, come out and be in part of the Rumble?
Oh my god, there's so many. I really don't know. Like this one, I'm completely stumped. I really don't know.
Wouldn't it be cool if they had Mark Briscoe come on?
Honest, dude,
Oh,
that literally just went through my brain.
Because they did acknowledge it. Like,
They
Corey,
did,
Graves,
yeah.
Corey Graves knew him.
Yep. Like,
And Triple H is not afraid to squeak open that door once in a while.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it was Vince who,
Hated that shit.
yeah.
I just try to think. I look at the Impact roster. Real
What
quick. Let me
if,
take a look.
what if,
Bully Ray is possible?
oh no, I was going to say Heath Ledger. Heath comes back.
Keith Slater?
Yeah, him.
Ledger?
I don't, yeah.
Keith Ledger's dead, dude.
Shut the
I don't mean to sound like very morose about it.
You
but,
know what,
like,
man? You could have just corrected who I was saying instead of getting on my shit.
Sorry. I could see Slater and Rhino actually.
Yeah?
That's a possibility.
Kushida is another possibility too.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the Impact roster. I'm like, you know what? It's possible. Eric Young.
Callahan.
I don't know if Sami Callihan will. Maybe. He'd be a pretty interesting one.
I'd love to see Kazarian.
Frankie Kazarian, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have a couple of retirement home Impact guys in the back too, like Abyss. He's a producer.
Oh my god.
There's so
No,
many like, Impact alone is possibilities.
I can't see Santino.
No.
No, his neck is. He says his neck is too fucked to be a competitor.
He's there where if he was to even take another hit and get hit just right, he'd be freaking wheelchair.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
done.
He's that close. Tommy Dreamer, possibility too.
Yeah, Crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve.
Dude, imagine. You know what? I'm going off the Rumble for a second here.
Okay.
Imagine Crazy Steve versus Darby Allin.
That
That match would be freaking insane.
or like Decay versus House of Black.
Oh
when
my-
Malachi Black's back.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It could be Andrade coming back too.
Didn't even think of
Free
that.
agent technically too. With Charlotte Flair on his arm.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Yeah, there's lots of possibilities. I'm kind of excited for this one just because there's so many unknowns this year.
Yeah, like
Because I feel like Sammy is one of those spots. Sammy has to be involved somehow.
definitely.
Sammy and like one of the Usos have to be involved somehow.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
They have this thing where like I think it's what was it, Jimmy got hurt, so it might be Jay and Sammy out there.
here we go. Hypothetical. Sammy either fully turns or cements.
Yeah,
He wins.
He's gonna fully commit.
He wins the Rumble. And either beats Roman at Mania
Mm-hmm.
or lays down.
You know what? That exact theory was done by a guy named Ross Tweedle on Cultaholic. He said, "You know what? There's two ways they might do this. Either Sammy lays down, or Sammy assures Roman that he's not going to challenge him, and then he does at the Elimination Chamber. He announces he's going to do it right at the Chamber. I'm going to do this,
Yeah.
and then it becomes like either triple threat or he has to fight twice. I could see twice. I think Cody has to be one of those paths. Either he wins the Rumble or he wins the Chamber. Because I think Cody has to be the path here at this point.
Yeah.
He's too hot to not do it. He's the only guy that people won't just boo if he wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Him or Sammy are the only two that I could feasibly see doing without getting a flood of boos. Even Kevin Owens. Those are probably the only three I could think of. Everyone else would be like, "Oh, what a waste of our time." You know, like.
Yeah.
That's why I think he lose twice. I think he's gonna main event both Mania nights.
Only if they. Oh, see, I can see that happening, but that would mean he loses on Saturday or he wins against KO.
I think he does beat KO, but we'll get to that. I think he does.
I don't know, man.
We'll see. We'll see, because they did tease it'll be 1-for-1 title, but it also is listed as both titles, so I don't know. It's confusing how they listed that, actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Triple H wants to like completely split the brands again.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna do it probably at Mania though, because I think he's gonna do like the Monday Night Raw. He announces like a draft or whatever, and official split again. Because USA and Fox want it really bad to come back,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and Triple H has brought in the Royal Rumble matches will show us how many people he's brought back for this too.
Not only and not only that, there's a lot of people in NXT that are ready for that call up.
Braun Breaker, he's got
Yeah.
nobody. He's got nobody to face.
Yeah.
Right. That's all I was gonna say is Braun Breaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a possibility entrant too,
Braun Breaker wins the Rumble,
isn't he? Ooh. Oh my god.
takes
And
the title.
And you know what they do? They make it the first match on Saturday.
Could you imagine?
And then he beats him in seconds, and people are like, what the fuck has happened to Roman? Roman's like, oh shit, this could be the end of my empire.
And then of course, you know, you'll get the clip of that one face in the crowd, like the girl. They keep
Miz
showing,
girl?
Yeah, the Miz girl. Just like,
Or that one guy with the big buggy eyes.
yeah,
That so many wrestling meme ones that are so good.
yeah.
But I think the first shot is the Usos are gonna lose first.
Or at least, like,
Mhm.
and maybe not even both titles, just one.
No, I think Sammy and KO are gonna win the titles. I think they're gonna finally. He's gonna finally betray the Usos,
Again,
especially with Jimmy injured. At least Jay vulnerable. And I don't know. It could be very emotional too, because he's like, Sammy, I believed in you. I trusted you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. It's starting to get way more compelling, which is good.
yeah.
But I think Roman does win.
Yeah.
He wins, and then he probably won't appear at Elimination Chamber, and then we'll see him at WrestleMania. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Chamber's giving me another focus.
I want to know what Sami Zayn's final test is.
Yeah, is it saving Roman at the Rumble from KO, or is it finally betraying KO one more time when the title's on the line?
Right.
Or is Paul Heyman the one getting the test because he's the one trying to wedge the distance here?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because
possible too.
maybe the test is for him to get rid of Paul Heyman or something. That's what I thought, but it's like maybe his thing is he's supposed to get rid of Paul Heyman because he can't trust the wise men anymore.
Oh,
Which would make sense because the bullshit segment we just saw. Like he's like, You assaulted the tribal chief. Like, okay, relax, Paul. That's a little ridiculous, buddy. It's a little crazy, all right? You're getting a little too big for your britches there, bud. But I think we all agree that it's probably gonna be Roman one more time at the very least.
Yeah, at least one more time.
Yeah.
All right, now Dev, Women's War Rumble.
Oh man.
There's only a few women announced.
Only
gives us
7
more
announced.
possibilities. Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, and Emma.
Yeah.
And I think Rhea Ripley is the one that wins to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
oh yeah, oh yeah. Who wins the men's match? Who do you guys think wins the men's match? I forgot that.
Cody.
I think it's gonna be Cody too. Cody or Sammy?
Or like I said, Braun.
Dev's gonna go off the board with Braun, which could be fun too.
Well,
But
like
yeah,
like you said, he's got nobody to face in NXT anymore.
You know, it'd be fun though. Xavier Woods tries to become NXT champion.
Could be interesting.
Come on, Woodsy, do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Because the experience over the size in that event, in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The KG Xavier Woods experience. I kind of want to see it happen. I kind of want to see the New Day try to take him on. That might be his only test he's got left at this point. So yeah, the women's match. There's so many more possibilities. Only 7 announced. We're probably gonna see 2 more tomorrow night announced. A couple more announced tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Most of them we won't know.
I think this is my guess, but I think Asuka's gonna come back, but not as the Asuka we know, as Kana, instead of the WWE Asuka, but
Yes,
Kana.
that's true.
Like you said, Mickey James.
Yeah, yeah. If Mickey James, I can also see Taya Valkyrie as her Frankie Monet gimmick.
Yeah. A lot of people are speculating about Brain. What the fuck? Not
Oh, no.
not Sasha. Fucking
Oh, Naomi.
yeah, Naomi.
Although I do think it's possible Sasha makes at least an appearance. I think it's possible. Give us a little cock tease, you know?
It's possible.
Because they would do that. They would give us a little tease. They could do that. Make us believe it's possible, kind of thing. I don't think so, but I believe Kairi Sane before Sasha Banks. I think
Yeah.
Kairi Sane's a possibility because that's a Triple H handpicked girl.
This is true.
Now you might think that I'm weird. You might think like, no, it might not happen. AJ Lee.
Honestly, that's not out of the realm of possibilities.
No, it's really not.
Because she actually she's trains the women on wrestling program,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a commentator on that. So she's still actively part of wrestling more than her husband even is.
Yeah.
And she's an actual producer too. So it's possible AJ Lee. If that Triple H thing is kind of a buried hatchet, which Punk says it is.
Like I said, I'd love to see Rosemary.
Rosemary would be fun. Rosemary would be a really fun one. I could also see being the hot mess Laurel Van Ness. But as her Chelsea Green gimmick.
Mhm.
Because if Matt Cardona's coming, Chelsea Green might. So, and they're technically both free agents, I think, right now. So, man, in terms of veterans, though, I would like to also see like Victoria come back again because she's like still out there.
Yeah.
Lita could still possibly come back too for that night. They did have a canceled appearance for the Bella Twins. They're supposed to be on Raw 30. So they might actually appear on the Rumble instead. Which, meh. But I mean, they're considered legends, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is, yeah, you're right with man.
But, like, at the same time, the history of women's wrestling is just sad that the Bellas are still not even the worst ones. It's like, you know what I mean? Um, man, this.
Mighty
I
Molly.
think a lot of yeah, yeah, Mighty Molly for sure. It's a possibility. I think the only ones that wouldn't come back, ironically, are the AEW ones because a lot of them were scorned when they left.
Hmm.
Like Ember Moon would be like, "Fuck no, I'm not coming back right now."
Right.
Um, it definitely wouldn't be Paige because they told her to sit at home instead of trying to help her back quicker.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they let Edge come back when he was ready. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, that's the other thing too. Leave the poor lady alone, all right? Just because she won't take certain moves doesn't mean she can't go in the ring anymore. You guys did not shit on Edge when you guys thought you guys were pumped when Edge came back. Fuck off, all right? Just because it's Paige and she says I won't take a neck move doesn't mean she's bad. Ric Flair wouldn't take a flat back bump for 30 years
Right.
because of a back
Right.
injury. Anything's possible, all right, guys? Jesus. That bothered me about the Paige return. Man, I'm trying to think of other returns. Like I can possibly see Billy Kay, but not Peyton Royce because Peyton's on mat leave still.
Hmm.
But I could see Billy Kay possibly because she just gets the annoying heat. People are like, oh god, it's her. Like as soon as her music hits, and like she just gets immediately eliminated by like Oscar or something. That could be a fun one to do. Just throw her out like instantly. Man, I don't know. But who do you guys think is gonna win the match overall?
With so many unknowns,
Yeah,
you can't even pick.
I think Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it's going to be Rhea Ripley because I think it's been a while, but they did. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley did have a glance. Like, it's bound to happen.
And it seems like she's like the puppet master of the Judgment Day and not Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's going to be one of the unknown entrants.
It's still possible that it's like Becky too, or Bailey. I could see it being Bailey and being like, you know what, I'm tired of losing.
I
She
feel
comes out at
like
30.
they're building up to something bigger with those two.
Yeah, and they could screw each other over in the match too, even still.
Right.
It could also just be a debut we don't know that's gonna be like an instant way for. It could be someone for Charlotte Flair to beat too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Or, past champion coming back.
Yeah, like who's someone that Charlotte has never beaten before, or Bianca,
or like Yuri said, Asuka reinventing herself.
Yeah, as a Kana gimmick, I think it'd be really cool to see.
Oh man, if that happens, I'd be so excited.
That's why I think Kyrie could be a possibility too. Like the Kabuki Warriors come back out
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as like one number after another, and they come dominate together. Like I could see it being like Damage Control coming out, and then they come out to stop Damage Control, and then you just got chaos in the ring. That could be a fun way to do that.
There's actually been speculation that Asuka, or at least there has been, maybe not speculation, but supposedly there's been conversations that have happened where the possibility of somebody translating for Asuka happens.
Oh yeah, who could that be though? Because the last one was Paige. It's not like she translates from Japanese. She just says it in English the way it's scripted.
Right. Well,
But who would actually be a good translating voice?
So, obviously, everybody knows that wrestling is scripted.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a funny thing, so it was put out there, I think by Edge, that they should give Asuka subtitles.
Honestly, that segment with her and Io Shirai, I felt like we didn't need it. It was funny on its own.
It was.
Oh my god. Of course I speak Japanese. That's the only thing I got out of that. What do you mean I speak Japanese? Of course I do. She's getting legit mad at Asuka.
Well, that's so cool. Stupid idiot. That's what you are. You're an idiot. She's just bitch.
And then Bailey's like trying to hide her laughter the whole time. Because Bailey's dying watching it. It was so funny. It was probably one of the best female segments in a while, and I didn't understand a single word of it.
Yeah, she was just, I think she was just bad mouthing them, and then Io was like, I can understand you. I am from Japan. She's like, oh, you know Japanese? Oh, I didn't know that. Like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh my god.
Japanese? What the hell? And it's like, and then also just like, oh, you're stupid. Just all that mess.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
I'm just trying. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Dev could be right. It could be someone we don't even know, like someone who hasn't even debuted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very possible. Very, very possible. Someone back from an injury. It could even be, sadly, Ronda again. Who fucking knows what Triple H has got planned?
Oh, please, not fucking Ronda again.
I don't think it's gonna be. I just, you just don't know. There's too much unknown right now. There's not even speculation, really.
Right.
Even the men's one, as I'm looking up, even the men's has like Stone Cold too. Like coming out to stun people and then probably getting thrown out after. Like the men have so many speculations, but not a whole lot. Gail Kim is one that I believe What Culture pitched as Gail Kim. Which
Yeah.
would also be an interesting one, but she wouldn't win. She'd just be there for a spot. Although she could win, but I don't think she's got such a bad relationship with them. I don't think she'd want to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because she got screwed over twice.
let's not forget the likes of Mia Yim,
Yeah, who also wasn't announced, but will probably be there.
right?
Mia Yim's a possibility too.
Okay, so I doubt anybody but me is gonna know this name. Cherry Bomb.
I do know who Cherry Bomb is, yes.
Yeah? Could you
Yeah.
imagine if she friggin' showed up?
What name is she going by now?
Can't even remember, but
It's gonna bother me, and I think I know it too. Because I think she's even in AEW, and I don't know. Oh my god, it's Allie.
oh, that's right.
It's Alley Cat or Allie. Because she's married to the Blade and all that too. She came out as Blade and Bunny.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes, but you know what? She's one of those ones that I think would fit the Vince mold and the Triple H mold.
Here's the thing, though. She's, if I'm not mistaken, she is still a free agent.
She might not just be on leave too. I don't know what's going on with that.
Like,
I heard-
there are so
I don't
many free agents out there.
Yeah, that'd be good though. Her coming out as her old character Cherry Bomb would be interesting.
Right?
And she's Canadian, so I'd be down for it.
No comment.
Which I forgot. I forgot about that too, actually, until I looked it up. I'm like, I typed in Cherry Bomb Wrestler. I'm like, Allie, that's it. It was gonna bother me too if I didn't. But yeah, she's one of those people that would fit in both the Triple H and Vince's mold because
Yeah.
she's pretty, but she can go in the ring. So like, you could book her either way when it comes to either, because there's speculation that Vince could still just swoop his way back in. People say it's impossible, but you know what? It's Vince. He'll find a way. He'll probably try to find a way. And I really hope not. Really, really hope not.
All right, I'm gonna throw a really, really far out there one for you.
I mean, it's not what you think is gonna happen. It's what you want to happen, right? So go ahead.
ODB.
Oh yeah. Imagine the commentators trying to like figure out what does ODB mean, and then like Graves like whispers it in Nicole's ear. Oh my god.
Yep.
Literally, one dirty bitch is her name.
Yeah, that's literally her name.
It's like the greatest ring name ever.
But like,
She just goes,
you've got.
bam.
But as far as
Oh,
free
Her and
agents,
Eric Young coming out as like the redneck gimmick.
but yeah, freaking. As far as free agents go, you've got the likes of, Freaking, like you said, Tyra Valkyrie.
Yeah,
You got Tessa Blanchard,
I don't think that's
Santana
gonna be
Garrett.
possible.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
you
I
have
know.
so many great free agents out there.
Even Deanna Purrazzo could come back,
Yep.
and she's proven that she can be a real contender if they book her properly.
Freaking
She carried Impact for
Katie
years.
Burchill, aka Winter.
Yeah, I hope she comes back as like her winter gimmick.
Oh, definitely. Like,
Piper Nevin back from instead of Dewdrop,
yep.
just coming back as Piper Nevin. Also, there's NXT call-ups. I could see both Toxic Attraction maybe appearing
Yeah.
because that might be their call-up night. Who knows? Because Triple H says there might be call-ups too. So
Or even, I'll tell you one I wouldn't mind seeing.
okay,
Lady Frost.
Lady Frost. I don't know if I know that one.
Oh.
I don't know if I know that one. Angelina Love is an interesting one. She's like probably one of the best to never step in WWE in terms of women's wrestlers.
Friggin'. She had a brief stint, and by brief I mean like a squash match
I'm looking.
under the ring name Jamie Frost against Asuka back in 2018.
I do recognize her now.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because she was also on AEW Dark, and where she lost to Diamante and Eva Lise.
Yep.
Oh my God,
she's
Eva Lise is a good one too.
She's a very good jobber.
Yes.
And it's like, it's a shame
Lise.
that they have her like that because she can work the ring.
That's the thing. It's the same with Leva Bates too. Leva Bates is a good competitor, but like they always seem to put her in jobber roles. Maybe she just likes doing that. I don't know. It's possible some of them just like doing that position. Because you get paid a lot to be a jobber too, because you can be used by any company without anyone knowing you.
All right, we could go on this
But I think ultimately,
I
think it's Rhea Ripley.
for hours because there's so many unknowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have 2 more matches to discuss.
All right, you go ahead, Deb. What's the next one?
The one that I think is going to be just... It's going to be amazing. I just wish it was just pitch black and not Mountain Dew. Bray Wyatt versus...
We started off with that.
Did we?
Yeah.
No.
We both said that was probably going to be Bray Wyatt winning, but we want to see glow in the dark Mountain Dew.
Dude, I'm out of it. Fuck off. No, leave me. You know what, dude?
Right,
seriously,
right.
I'm.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. We got you. It'll be Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller, guys. They're gonna have that match there instead of Vengeance Day. I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck Grayson Waller is. I just looked it up. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. I have no idea who Grayson Waller is.
The Grayson effect or whatever the hell that his segment is.
Although Wesley versus Dajakovic is gonna be good. Wesley versus Dajakovic will be good for sure. And New Day versus Gallus and Pretty Deadly. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I might have to watch that NXT show too. Vengeance Day, which is like following Royal Rumble like a week later. So what do you guys? How do you think it's gonna set up for WrestleMania then? Just to wrap us up now, because like, how do you think it's gonna go?
Dude, did we talk about Reigns and KO?
Yeah, we did.
You don't understand how out of it I am right now, dude.
Yeah. I said Reigns one more time. I think Yuri said Reigns one more time, probably too.
Yeah, Reigns one more time, and then it's gonna be the fall of the tribal chief.
It's gonna be the beginning of the end of the bloodline. I think is at Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The first actual shot is finally gonna be fired that night. Like Roman wins, but at what cost, kind of thing, you know?
Right.
And then what's gonna happen for the Chamber? We don't know. We have nothing on that yet, and that'll be in Montreal like the next month. So obviously it's in Montreal. You got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Come on, it's a gimme. It's a gimme here.
Yeah, it's just going to be another Montreal screw job.
It might be.
Only
Even
this
Triple H
time,
will let that go.
only this time in favor of the Canadians.
Oh, you know what? I think Triple H would do a swerve like that. I think he would. I like how they all. Did you guys know there's already 2 matches like announced for the WrestleMania, even though they haven't even teased them?
Yeah.
Roman against the winner for sure, and Bianca or Charlotte versus the winner for sure.
I mean, that's just par for course at this point.
Yeah.
We already knew it's gonna be Charlotte or Roman. Come on, don't lie to us, guys. We know it's Charlotte or Roman, and they're gonna be main eventing 2 different shows. Okay, we know. It's probably Charlotte one and Roman on the other one. And it'd be Roman on Sunday night because you would have to. So that's pretty much it, though. We got a lot of unknowns going into this Rumble. I'm actually very curious to finally watch one.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so much unknown. We might only get a little bit more tomorrow, too.
Just a little.
SmackDown's the go-home show, like, 24 hours before the Rumble.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn is told he can't appear. He's probably going to appear anyway.
No.
Oh, no. He's gonna come on Saturday, but not Friday, not tomorrow.
You think tomorrow's the night where like something finally goes wrong when Sammy's not there to watch their back?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Most definitely.
I think so too.
Most definitely. Yep.
Like the Usos get roped into a tag team match and Jimmy's not cleared.
Yeah.
So Roman's like, "No, you got to figure it out on your own, Jay." Well, we don't have Sammy here.
No,
I don't care
Sikoa.
figure it out.
It'll be Sikoa.
It could be Sikoa, but Sikoa is booked as the freaking security guard, so I don't know. Yuri's Yeti's theory is that Sikoa might actually be the Judas, and because he's under the radar and no one would expect it, it'd be a cool swerve if Sikoa just suddenly just thumbs right into Roman's throat.
Ooh.
Which would actually be a cool twist if he cost Roman the WrestleMania match by just hitting that thumb to the throat. And then Paul Heyman becomes a solo Sikoa guy.
Huh.
Which actually be great because Solo won't have to talk at all.
I was gonna say, like,
Right.
I think that's one of the things that Sikoa has been missing. He needs a mouth.
Yeah.
He's one of those that needs a mouthpiece.
Yeah, it's like he's probably he could talk okay, but like he's not the level of his cousins.
Right.
He's okay on the mic.
He's still really young. Give him a chance to figure it out. But don't push him to talk if he doesn't have to.
Right. That's why he needs the mouthpiece, because he needs that time to grow.
So I like that theory from Yeti where it's like Solo might actually be the Judas this whole time and he planted the seeds to be against Sammy to take the attention off of him. That's a good theory too. I liked that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of swerve I would do. It's like, yes, Solo's the one actually planning this from the beginning. Because he joined later than everyone else. And you wouldn't expect it from him.
Yep.
But that's pretty much all I had after that. I don't know about you guys. Final thoughts, Dev, Yuri.
It should be a good night. Some good matches.
I can't wait for
The
I plan on
Rumble.
watching.
The Rumbles are definitely going to be worth watching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just for
Most
the
definitely.
unknown alone is worth watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have Sportsnet, so I'm gonna be watching it. I only have it because of hockey.
But
But I can't watch network shit, unfortunately. But I can only watch like current ones. So
also the Santos Escobar.
yes.
He was the one I was talking about earlier that had that was having a little feud with Kofi about the Rumble.
Oh, okay. So, and Kofi and Santos are both in it, so I'd imagine Woods and Cruz del Toro will both probably be in it too.
Probably.
I think Cruz del Toro is the one that's Raul, right? Because I know they changed their names. I don't know.
I don't know. So many wrestlers have changed their frickin' names.
And
Yeah.
I will say that I can't wait for the next game. I'm gonna try to not rush it too much for season 1, but Yeti and I want to get to the next game as soon as possible, so we have a whole year, at least, for that game to keep developing good stories. Which makes sense because I want to upgrade to my PC finally. Plus, the game's getting glitchy on me. I think the PlayStation's just dying at this point.
My Xbox is on
shit's getting
its last
glitchier.
leg.
It's old. It's like it's an old one that I added shit to it, like a 2 terabyte hard drive and shit. So it's an old one. So it's at its end. So I got my money's worth for sure. So yeah, if you guys want to see more of our wrestling content, Yuri and Dev do background stuff for my show, and then Yuri does stuff for Yeti's. Dev's gonna look at doing some stuff for Yeti as well. So if you want wrestling, our the Yeti Discord is full of people that love that shit. You can follow me. You can follow Yeti for more of that stuff. He's got one actually. I think tomorrow night he's actually doing one before the Rumble. So there you go. So you have a whole day of wrestling. You got like probably 6 hours of Yeti, and then you got like 3 hours of the Rumble probably.
Except tomorrow's Friday.
Oh, tomorrow's Friday? No, he's doing it Saturday. He's doing it the night of. He's doing it the day of because he said Saturday for me. I looked it up now. He said Saturday, so Yeti will be back Saturday.
Know what day of the week it is.
That's true. You just forget what we're doing the day of the day of.
Dude, I'll put it to you this way: I'm ready for fucking bed.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It sounds like he's ready
honestly,
to
me too. I've been having a hard time with fatigue ever since I had COVID. So like I've just been nodding off since like 6 p.m. But I can't go to bed too early because it affects my work, right? Like I can't get up too early.
Yeah, I'm just excited about finally getting out of Chuck E. Cheese and being in a bowling alley. God.
You mean you don't like being a mouse?
No, I don't want to be a damn mouse anymore.
A cat doesn't want to be a mouse? Who'd have thought?
No. What? No.
That's it for me. Dev, you can figure us out on the way out. Do you have anyone that we can go to?
Probably.
Unless Yuri does.
I don't know.
It's Thursday night, so we probably do.
Probably. Shoot.
I put Yuri in a spot. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
We can go bug Ken. I'll let Dev figure it out. He knows. He's got people.
I was gonna say I always have people.
I mean, you got Blooms, you got Ken.
Got Brad.
No, I think we're gonna take this to somebody who, if Yeti was here, would be able to appreciate.
Okay.
All right.
They've actually raided me a couple of times in the past couple of weeks.
Oh, so time to reciprocate then.
Yep.
Okay.
If things will, and they literally like are still on their just starting screen.
Ah.
So
surprised.
Yep.
Gotcha.
The name is Lex Toke About It.
Oh, of course, yes. Okay, Yeti would definitely appreciate.
Yeti would
that.
definitely appreciate that.
Let's talk about it. Jesus.
They looks like they're going to be doing some modern warehouse.
Warfare.
Thank you, Yuri.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not helping at all.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Why don't you go put some more of Yeti's balls in your mouth?
No.
Whoa! Don't get me so rude, all right? Just because I trolled Cowboys fans doesn't mean you gotta be rude.
Damn.
It's not
Glad
my
I'm a
fault.
Chiefs fan. My God.
It's not my fault they suck. You know?
Where's Keely with the frickin' llamas? Get her to-
Well, it's
I'll get
Thursday,
her.
so she's at school
I'll get her to beat you up.
with her stuffed llamas.
Anyways,
Thank you guys for coming on. Fun as always. We'll be back for wrestling for WrestleMania, but we have other shows in between, and we'll keep you posted on those.
till next
Thank you.
time. Or were you gonna say something else?
I'm hoping it's gonna be poor Lulu for sure this time because she was sick unfortunately last week. So we're hoping to have poor Lulu on for sure, and we have a couple others that I'm talking to. Scheduling is always a thing, so I'll let you guys know.
All right. Well, till next time. Stay happy, stay healthy. If you can, stay high, and remember, it's okay to not be okay. But till next time. Bye. Have a good time.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck you, Mike. Bye.